What's up guys, Jetty from Locked In Off-Road, and in this episode, Locked In Smoking, we're going to be cooking slow cooked lamb in the smoker, and we've got veggies. Let's get into it. First off, I'm going to put the rub on the lamb. For the binder, I'm going to use mustard, so I'm just going to lather that over this lamb. I don't know if there's enough mustard. Oh, yeah, there's enough mustard. Get the mustard binder on. All over the meat. That'll help with the flavour of the lamb a little bit. And it'll help all the seasoning stick on. What is the point of this bone? I'm sorry, but I don't know. What is this? Yeah, that's getting cut off. Go massage it into your meat like that. Now that it's all coated, it's ready to receive the herbs and spices. Next step, I'm going to score the fat cap, so when it's cooking it helps the fat render down and I'll get the spices in between it a little better. Let's do that. Alright, that's done now. Time to start putting the rub on the lamb. I'm just going to start off with some salt and pepper. Because it's a big thick bit of lamb, you can get a fair bit of salt and pepper and seasoning on it. It's a nice even coating over the whole thing. And today I'm using Carolina Gold Rub. It should give it a nice flavour, a little bit of heat. And a little bit of garlic on this side. A pinch of herbs, because herbs go really well with lamb. It's looking good. Flip it over. We got something a little more special going on this side. What I'm going to do is put little incisions in it so I can jam some cloves of garlic in there. What I've got here is some rosemary sprigs and garlic, which I'm going to cut in half, and then we're going to stud it in so as the fat renders and the meat renders down, it's going to soak in through the meat and give it a lovely flavour. So as I said, I've got the garlic here and the rosemary. So what I'm going to do is I'll cut the garlic in half. Just to make them into smaller pieces. Then I'm going to make an incision down into the meat, and I'm going to stud the garlic in there like that. Chuck a rosemary sprig down in there with it, so that'll cook through nicely. Alright, I'll get back to you once this is done. So we got this all finished up now. Time to chuck it in the fridge and I'll start getting the smoker ready to go. I'll see ya in about 2 seconds, but it'll be an hour or so for me. So I'll see you then. Time to let it to get up to temp, which we're going to be doing 120 degrees Celsius to start off with, and we'll see how we go from there. Alright, so we're up to temp. Time to chuck it in the pit boss. I'm just using competition blend pellets for this smoke, so it's ready to go in. I've got my Inkbird wireless thermometer. I'm just gonna stick this bad boy in to the thickest part of the lamb leg, and that'll actually notify me on my phone what temps we're getting. And I've also got the ambient temperature in there as well, so I can keep an eye on that. Now what I'm gonna do with this could take 4 or 5 hours to do at this temperature. So every hour I'm gonna come back and check on it and give it a spritz with the spray I've made up to keep it all nice. So I'll see you then. We're an hour into the cook now. We got 21 degrees internal on the lamb, and we're still cooking at 119 in the smoker. So let's take a look. And we'll give it a quick spray. Should be good, so close that back up. We'll hit it for another hour. It's just alarm and let me know it dropped below. Alrighty, we're at the 3 hour mark now. So we got 47 degrees internal temperature on the lamb, and the pit boss is still swinging between 108 125 degrees Celsius. I might I've just chucked some onions in on the side there. That's what I'm going to do next. Just take it off that rack, drop it down, cover it in alfoil so it can cook in its own juices for the last half an hour to maybe an hour. Alright, so we're about at the 4 hour mark. What I'm going to do now is pull it off the rack and put it down in the pan and then cover it in alfoil. I'll let that cook in its own juices for half an hour to an hour. Maybe we'll just check the temperatures. Once they're perfect, we'll pull it off. Alright, so my phone's gone off. Just let me know that we've hit the internal temperature we're looking for in the lamb. Now's all left to do. Pull it out, let it rest for a bit, and we'll be able to carve it up. Little sneak peek there. Wrap that up, let it rest, and shut this off now. Just put it in the shut off mode. Just turn it to off and it'll do what it needs to do. Finish burning off the excess pellets. Let's bring this inside. I don't know how long I want to let it rest for. I want to eat it. So it's been resting about half an hour. Gonna unravel it. It doesn't look bad at all. So it's time to cut up the lamb. It's looking juicy and tender. I'm just gonna cut it this way, come along that way. Get some nice pieces off. You can see the garlic's cooked through, the rosemary. We've got some nice juices that'll get added into the gravy. It looks very nice.
Can't see because you are the shadow.
Because you're the shadow?
I was going to say your arm.
Well, you gotta be happy with that. It's my first time cooking lamb. Got a nice smoke ring just there. It feels very tender. It's definitely juicy. Let's tuck on in. Alright guys, it's time to taste test the lamb. It ended up smoking for about 4 hours and then I did half an hour with it wrapped. So I'm gonna get a piece here. Looks very nice and I'm gonna eat it. Delicious. This was absolutely delicious. Definitely worth the wait and I will be definitely cooking it again. I think I've done well with all the seasonings. I've done alright for my first time doing this, which seems to be the case every time. Talk myself up. Yeah. Alright guys, catch you later.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and comment on the video. It helps out the channel. Click the link in the description. Make sure you go follow me on Instagram and all the other social media. And remember, stay locked in.